those who were scornful, we were unto you a following. Can ye then avert from us aught of Allah's doom? They say, had Allah guided us, we should have guided you. Whether we rage or patiently endure is now all one for us. We have no place of refuge. And Satan saith, when the matter hath been decided, Lo, Allah promised you a promise of truth, and I promised you, then failed you. And I had no power over you, save that I called unto you, and ye obeyed me. So blame me not, but blame yourselves. I cannot help you, nor can ye help me. Lo, I disbelieved in that which ye before ascribed to me. Lo, for wrongdoers is a painful doom. The day when the sky will become as molten copper, and the hills become as flakes of wool, and no familiar friend will ask a question of his friend, though they will be given sight of them. The guilty man will long to be able to ransom himself from the punishment of that day at the price of his children, and his spouse, and his brother, and his kin that harbored him, and all that are in the earth, if then it might deliver him. But nay, for lo, it is the fire of hell, eager to roast. It calleth him who turned and fled from truth, and hoarded wealth and withheld it. O mankind, keep your duty to your Lord, and fear a day when the parent will not be able to avail the child in aught, nor the child to avail the parent. Lo, Allah's promise is the very truth. Let not the life of the world beguile you, nor let the deceiver beguile you in regard to Allah. The guilty will be known by their marks, and will be taken by the forelocks and the feet. Thou wilt see the guilty on that day, linked together in chains, their raiment of pitch, and the fire covering their faces. On the day when thou, Mohammed, wilt see the believers, men and women, their light shining forth before them and on their right hands, and wilt hear it said unto them, Glad news for you this day, gardens underneath which rivers flow, wherein ye are immortal. That is the supreme triumph. Allah saith, This is a day in which their truthfulness profiteth the truthful, for theirs are gardens underneath which rivers flow, wherein they are secure forever, Allah taking pleasure in them, and they in him. That is the great triumph. In the day when the hour cometh, in that day they will be sundered. As for those who believed and did good works, they will be made happy in a garden. But as for those who disbelieved and denied our revelations and denied the meeting of the hereafter, such will be brought to doom. Couldst thou but see when they are terrified with no escape, and are seized from near at hand, and say, We now believe therein, but how can they reach faith from afar off? When they disbelieved in it of yore, they aim at the unseen from afar off, and a gulf is set between them and that which they desire, as was done for people of their kind of old. Lo, they were in hopeless doubt. Woe unto the repudiators on that day! It will be said unto them, Depart unto that doom which ye used to deny. Depart unto the shadow falling threefold, which yet is no relief nor shelter from the flame. Lo, it throweth up sparks like the castles, or as it might be camels of bright yellow hue. Woe unto the repudiators on that day! When it seeth them from afar, they hear the crackling and the roar thereof. But when they see it nigh, the faces of those who disbelieve will be awry, and it will be said unto them, This is that for which ye used to call. And make mention of the day when the enemies of Allah are gathered unto the fire. They are driven on, till when they reach it, their ears and their eyes and their skins testify against them as to what they used to do. And they say unto their skins, Why testify ye against us? They say, Allah hath given us speech, who giveth speech to all things, and who created you at the first, and unto whom ye are returned. Ye did not hide yourselves, lest your ears and your eyes and your skins should testify against you, but ye deemed that Allah knew not much of what ye did. That your thought which ye did think about your Lord hath ruined you, and ye find yourselves this day among the lost. And though they are resigned, yet the fire is still their home, and if they ask for favor, yet they are not of those unto whom favor can be shown. And by thy Lord, verily, we shall assemble them and the devils. Then we shall bring them crouching around hell. Then we shall pluck out from every sect whichever of them was most stubborn in rebellion to the Beneficent. And surely we are best aware of those most worthy to be burned therein. There is not one of you but shall approach it. That is a fixed ordinance of thy Lord. Then we shall rescue those who kept from evil, and leave the evildoers crouching there. And hell is brought near that day. On that day man will remember. But how will the remembrance then avail him? He will say, would that I had sent before me some provision for my life. None punisheth as he will punish on that day. And the guilty behold the fire, and know that they are about to fall therein, and they find no way of escape thence. And if each soul that doth wrong had all that is in the earth, it would seek to ransom itself therewith, and they will feel remorse within them when they see the doom. But it hath been judged between them fairly, and they are not wronged. As for those who disbelieve, lo, if all that is in the earth were theirs, and as much again therewith, to ransom them from the doom on the day of resurrection, it would not be accepted from them. Theirs will be a painful doom. And they say, There is naught save our life of the world, and we shall not be raised again. If thou couldst see when they are set before their Lord, he will say, Is not this real? They will say, Yea, verily by our Lord. He will say, Taste now the retribution for that ye used to disbelieve. And on the day when those who disbelieve are exposed to the fire, it will be said, Ye squandered your good things in the life of the world, and sought comfort therein. Now this day ye are rewarded with the doom of ignominy, because ye were disdainful in the land without a right, and because ye used to transgress. And thou, Mohammed, wilt see the evildoers when they see the doom, how they say, Is there any way of return? And thou wilt see them exposed to the fire, made humble by disgrace, and looking with veiled eyes. And those who believe will say, Lo, the eternal losers are they who lose themselves and their housefolk on the day of resurrection. Lo, are not the wrongdoers in perpetual torment? If thou couldst see when they are set before the fire and say, Oh, would that we might return, then would we not deny the revelations of our Lord, but we would be of the believers. Lo, we warn you of a doom at hand, a day whereon a man will look on that which his own hands have sent before, and the disbeliever will cry,